Alright, welcome to another PBN Mastery video. And what I want to talk about in this video is about link velocity. So a lot of people have questions about how often should you build PBN links to your money site, which is another way of saying link velocity. And it's a good question actually, it's a really good question because you don't want to underdo it and you definitely don't want to overdo it. So let me just address my thoughts on this and just answer this question for you. How often should you build PBN links to your money sites? Well, I want to give you a little tip before you do this, and that is that before you start building links to your site and everything like that, before you even set it up properly, what you want to do is you want to install a basic WordPress installation on your money site. So your brand new affiliate site or whatever it is you want to rank, your ranking rent site, your lead gen site, whatever it is, before you actually get around to making a plan of how you're going to rank it and everything like that, as soon as you got an idea for a keyword you rank for, set up a basic installation that's like some basic optimization on it, like the title tag and stuff like that, and just leave that sitting there for 1 or 2 months. Now I really recommend this because when you start ranking, it's not a brand new site to those keywords. Like, it's probably not going to rank whatsoever without proper optimization or proper content on it or anything like that, but it's not a total brand new domain and site to that keywords. Even if you have a domain that you've had for a long time, I still recommend doing this if you haven't had it set up whatsoever. So it's not pointing at anything. I recommend you doing this, like set it up for 1 or 2 months first. Now, if you're a client SEO guy, you have a few clients you're working with and you're getting new clients, like don't worry about this whatsoever. You don't need to wait 1 or 2 months before you build any links. The reason is that you want the site to have some age on it and age relevant to the topics that you're going to be ranking for. So if you have a client that's already done already, and even if you have an aged domain, it doesn't really have a site that's aged, it just has a domain that's aged. So yeah, basically just set up a brand new site for the keywords you want to rank for and rank them later. So this is what I do. I don't really have to like do anything. I don't have to change anything to do this because I'm lazy and I have ideas long before they get fully executed because I have so much stuff going on. So this is pretty easy to do. I imagine you can probably do this anyway. Just start mapping out all your ideas. You don't need to do this. You can rank sooner than that. I just recommend this anyway. It's going to help make it a little bit easier as you start doing the ranking. Now, to answer your question, how many PBN links should you build to your money site every week or month or whatever? Well, here's an answer for you. You want to build around 2 to 7 links per week. Now, I usually do a process similar to this where it's like 3 or 4 per week, but yeah, 2 to 7 is a good ratio. There is a second part to this, but basically this is a good sort of ratio. Like, you guys want to like an average ratio? Well, there you go. Like, build between 2 and 7 links per week. You can do more, you can do less. It depends on other factors like social signals you have built into it and how viral the site looks like it's going, which again, social signals is a reason that explains that. If you have 0 social signals and you get 50 links a week, it's gonna be a little bit weird. Why does he have 50 links a week going while like nobody's sharing his site or anything? It's unnatural that people would be not sharing your site on social media, but people will be linking to it. That's a totally unnatural thing. So what comes when you start acquiring links is you have social signals. You have people sharing your site on Facebook and Twitter and all these other sites. So you need to be able to mimic that also. So as long as you have a small amount of social signals, you don't need a huge amount. You can build around 2 to 7 links per week very, very comfortably, which is what I recommend most people doing when they're starting out. And there's plenty to get you ranked for like most keywords in relative quick succession. Like, and most of the time, you're not going to need a huge amount of links. I don't know what keywords you're ranking for, but especially with local stuff, you're not going to need a massive amount of links. So there's your answer there. Now, I want to add something, and that doesn't include citations and social profiles. What I'm specifically talking about here is PBN links, but also like Web 2.0s and stuff also can come into play a little bit, but not really. But the main thing here is that it's all about PBN links. Now, citations and social profiles are pretty much exempt from this rule simply because it's natural that a business will go out there and claim all their social profiles, and it's natural that a business will go out there and get registered on all the business directories and stuff when they first set up. When they first go online, it's pretty normal that they're going to go sign up for the social profiles and get registered with business directories and stuff all in one day. You don't need to space this out if you don't want to because it's natural, guys. No real person, when I say real person, I just mean non-SEO. No real person goes out there and is like, I need to time my social profile creation. So I create Facebook today and Twitter tomorrow and stuff like that. No one like thinks about that and does that. They just go out there and say, okay, I need a Facebook account, a Twitter account, a Pinterest account or what, and they just go out there and just create all of them. So yeah, it's basically exempt from this rule. You don't need to space it out or anything. You're just going to build it in one day. Yeah, so that's really that sort of approach. You don't really need to think about that too much with social profiles and citations. By citations, I mean business directories, stuff like that. So the final slide and the final point I want to make, which I actually mentioned before, is that you need to get social signals. So to explain why you have PBN links pointing to your money site, you need social signals, because it's natural that if people are visiting your website, which has to occur for them to link to your website, then more people are going to share it than they are going to link to you. Does that make sense? Because most people don't have websites that are going to build a backlink from. So if you have 50 backlinks and 0 social shares, it's like, why does he have all these links but there's no shares or anything to explain why he has them? So you need to build social signals to explain why you have those backlinks. And unfortunately, I'm not going to talk about social signals whatsoever in this course. You can easily find numerous brokers and stuff that are going to sell them to you, but I'm not really going to talk about it because this course is dedicated to just talking about PBNs. And if you want to learn more about that, then I have another training you can get the details on later. I'm not going to talk any more about that. But start adding social signals. Find a broker and start pointing social signals at your site before you start doing links, and then do it regularly afterwards, because you need to explain why those links are coming in all the time. And the best way of doing that is basically having social signals. It's a natural thing, a natural occurrence to happen on a normal site. So you're basically mimicking what happens on a normal site. So hope that answers the question, and I hope that gives you a little bit more detail and knowledge on why you need to be spacing them out of the way and how to make it seem more natural with the social signals and everything like that. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.